Welcome back, guys, on my YouTube channel. Slowly I'm getting better. I'm starting to do magnetotherapy. I'm looking into doing hyperbaric chamber, but this is another story. Today I'm here with the KTM EXC that we have on sale to make a video tutorial to show you how the 21-liter tanks are installed. At the moment also Africa race is on and we have 2 riders using this setup plus a rear 6-liter tank. So if you're thinking about Dakar in the future or thinking about the next Africa race, a good setup could be the front 21-liter tank, rear 6-liter tank that lets you keep the OEM exhaust, and the bike becomes really a light bike, easy to handle, especially on the dunes and on the technical section, but also you're then getting a bike that's basically very similar to the rally replica, but at less than half the price. So keep that in mind. But with no further ado, let's start looking at how these tanks are installed on the bike. First thing, in the package you get all the brackets to make this kit plug and play. You have here on the frame mount these stainless steel brackets. You have a right hand side and a left hand side, so you can't go wrong. You will reuse the same OEM bolts, so just put them in place, and these are fixed. Be sure to put some Loctite, some medium thread lock on these bolts. Then to fix the CNC machine lower brackets, you'll need to remove the engine bolts and use the supplied bolts and nuts. Here it's very self-explanatory. You can see from the B-roll how the right hand side is fixed and then how the left hand side CNC machine bracket is fixed. Since by now you will have removed the OEM tank, then you'll go to apply the last CNC machine bracket exactly where there is the OEM tank bolt. Then on these CNC machine brackets and on the frame brackets, we will go and bolt the 2 tanks. But before doing that, we have another step to look at. You'll then get these lower brackets. These are needed so that the fuel is connected to both tanks and you will use only 1 pump, no need of 2 fuel pumps. You'll put these on. Be sure to keep the rubber in between the bracket and the tank. You'll then get the supplied thermal sticker. You'll cut it out and put it here where the exhaust go through. One important notice, these tanks fit only with the OEM header. So if you have the Akrapovic header, it won't fit, but it will fit with any slip-on exhaust. So you can use the OEM header pipe and any exhaust you want. On the left-hand side, we will go and install the fuel pump. You just have to remove the fuel pump from the OEM tank, place it on the new tank, but then with this hose that is supplied with the kit, you'll need to add this extension. And the other thing you will want to get from the OEM tank is the quick release that is on the end of the OEM hose. We'll place it here. You'll need to clamp with these metal ties, and then we will be able to mount the tank. For convenience, I went out and bought a second OEM fuel pump because I want to have the setup in a way I can switch from one version to the other. So I have 2 fuel pumps and no need to remove it from the OEM tank. Before placing the tanks, you will want to also add this extension wire that is supplied with the kit. You'll simply plug it in where this went to the OEM tank, run it through the frame and all the way down so that it goes down to the fuel pump. Now, since I don't want to remove the quick release from the OEM tank, since I got the second fuel pump, I'm waiting for the quick release to arrive, but I'll install it here and then it will go and connect here. Once you're placing the tank on, you'll need to put these spacers. You'll need to go a bit with the hammer. This is on purpose because it's made like a cone so that then it will stay fixed, and when you remove the tank you won't lose it in the sand. So you go a bit with the hammer. Once it's nice in place, you're ready to put the bolt through. Before putting the bolt through, you'll want to put this bracket that is then for the seat to go on. Don't tighten it immediately. Put also the other side of the tank so you align everything and then you tighten everything. Now we'll move and start putting the other bolts. Before putting the right hand side of the tank, you'll get the hose. Be sure to push the hose all the way down, then get the metal clip that is supplied in the package, run it through, then you'll need the tool to close this clip. If you don't have it, you can also get those clamps that you can tighten with a screwdriver. I'll just explain you this step, but once you put this on the bike, then you want to see where to position the dual valve quick release. This is so that when you remove one tank, even if it's full, you won't have fuel come out. In order to place this, you'll need to find the right position once it's on the bike, cut it, and then take down the tanks, place this again with the clips on the two sides, and then you're ready to close your tanks. Now that everything is placed, you can see where to cut and put the quick release, and it will be more or less here in the middle that we will cut the hose. We're almost ready for the last steps, that is to put the supplied bash plate. Before this, you will want to put this sticker foam inside here. This is just to add some protection in case of crash so that you won't damage your tanks. You put it and cut it on both sides, and then we are ready to put the bash plate on. These are the bolts, the countersunk bolt that go on the front of the bash plate. These instead are the bolts that go on the OEM mounts of the OEM bash plate and the back of the frame. We've almost finished. Now tank and bash plate are on. We can go and put our radiator shrouds. These are the 2026 model. Just for your info, this tank fits from the 2024 KTM EXC 450 and 500cc all the way to the 2027 included. One thing, I got so many requests if this tank fits the Husqvarna. It does not fit, and now I'll show you why. There's no way you can fit these Husqvarna radiator shrouds on the tank because of this section that is completely different, but especially the top section. Last step, you'll get your Selle dalla Valle seat and put it on, and you will use the same bolt here on the front. Well guys, that's all for today's tutorial. I hope this will be helpful for you if you will go and mount these tanks. As I mentioned in the previous video, I think this is, at least for me, the ideal configuration for a light dual sport adventure bike, and it makes it so much fun to ride. Unfortunately, I'm not able to ride it, so this is still for sale. We got lots of messages, lots of requests, but who will get this bike is the first person that will send the bank transfer to collect it. Before you ask if you want any device that is on this bike, from the nav tower kit, fairing kit, to the DMD tablet, to the Ico Trip Master, to the Garmin, to the seat, to the tanks, just contact Rebel X, go on their website. They will be able to provide you with all the accessories mounted on the bike, and also the handguards. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for your support. Follow me on Instagram for live updates, also on how my recovery and the next steps I will do, but I will also make a dedicated video here on the channel where I will explain what happened. It was really bad luck, but I'm happy and I'm blessed that I'm still walking. So thanks a lot again for all your messages. Still lots of you are asking me how the recovery is going, and I'm still in a lot of pain, but it's getting better. So I look forward to the next months, and hopefully we'll get the second surgery on my back before end of the year. Well, that's all. Let me know down in the comments also what you think about this tank setup. These are 21 liter, so unless you're riding in the sand and in the dunes, you should get approximately 250 kilometers of fuel autonomy. Depends also how you ride, if you rev it really up, but this, you know, really extends the autonomy of the KTM EXC. Now I'll go back and rest because my autonomy is not very great at the moment. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.